Hello everybody. Welcome back to another Wednesday. Oh, it's another Solo Bro review day, and today we're actually reviewing an interesting game called ContractVille. Easiest way to explain this game, take the housing game. I can't think of it off the top of my head. I'm trying to think here. House Flipper, yeah. Take House Flipper and basically put it here. House Flipper is definitely more detailed for sure, but this game has a lot more to it. It's a little bit nicer of a game. It's completely open world to a point. Everything is completely in a way random. This game itself is just quite a lot of fun. This review is going to be a little longer because there's a lot to cover just in the tutorial alone. But right before I kind of get into it, a couple things I do want to mention. This game actually has thought of truly everything. There are DLCs you could purchase. Like there's a Valentine's, a Japanese one. There's a medieval furniture. There's a Valentine's Day. Like all those are buy-on. So a little bit of greed, but I'm not going to complain. They're doing good. They already added a bunch of stuff to this game without the DLCs. DLCs are just for funsies. But the first thing I wanted to mention, most games do not have this when it comes to like cleaning motion sickness. I'm going to talk about what this means in a minute. I turn it on because it's just easier to leave it on. It's nicer. I'm also in the United States, so I read in Fahrenheit and Imperial, so eagles per pancake. I do want to... Nah, I'm gonna leave that off. I do 24 hour. It's just easier for me to read, and then if anybody's watching this from other countries, they can also read 24 hour. But the gameplay on this they're really awesome about this because they've added in a lot of different things here. So there's like NPCs you can add in, so you could like completely you could almost turn off the NPCs. That's primarily their vehicles. You could have no vehicles at all, as a matter of fact. Road navigation, navigation path visualization, so outlines, visualize player outlines through walls. Like this game really is awesome. We're gonna keep the old. So we're gonna start a new game. We're not doing multiplayer, but we're gonna call it Idiots. So the game is really cool. It is voice acted for like the good beginning of it. So kind of once everything loads, I'll be quiet while they talk a little bit. But this game is a lot of fun. It really is. Excuse me. It does take a hot minute to load because it loads a lot, but this is all the different things you can actually do in this game. Like, there's so much you could do, and it looks nice. I have my graphics turned down to low because there was some minor issues with the graphics and my computer kind of just fighting itself. Not saying it's a bad thing. There's a lot of graphics that this game added into it. So mine's going to look kind of cheap, to say the least. But you could do a lot. You could build pools, as you see there, fountains, stuff like that. Let this kind of do its thing here. And now this is where we can kind of create our character. Make him really heavy. I'm going to kind of make mine kind of how I look a little bit here. I'm a little bigger. Yeah, sure. I'd say mine's probably closer to probably right there. And I've got a chunk on me. You can change variants of the face. I don't like how everything happens there. You could change sets. So this is clothes. I like my stylish rags here. My name is Solo Man. You can also add different hairstyles. There's currently only 2. You can add beards. I'm gonna do a beard in my weird floopy hair. You can really get into adjusting your character. I will say that much. It's super in-depth, but I'm not gonna get into it. So we just came from a plane. We came from bullshit land and Co. I don't know. But we're going to go to the bus. It's our main quest.
Cousin, welcome to Creek Harbor.
I don't know how to make those bigger.
I hope you arrive comfortably. Life in the city is not like in the town.
So I said these are kind of cheap graphics.
And things are harder. That's why you should find yourself a job as soon as possible. Until you find a place to stay, you can stay in my old caravan in Port Town.
There I am right there.
Apologize in advance for the mess. I haven't been there.
Okay, just for a second, I need to see, can I... resolution, frame rate, quality. Yeah, all my stuff was set to low just because it really hates my computer when I turn it up. Like, there's a lot that it tries to do. My computer was built back in COVID era. So it's quite old now. I need to get a new one at some point. But I don't think... Can I do visual car FOV subtitles on? I can't change how big the subtitles are. Devs, if you watch this, if there's a possibility to change the size of the subtitles, that'd be great. Okay, so a couple quick things. Top right corner is your level, how much money you have. Bottom right is what you have in your hand. As you see there's a little pale tan right there, or little hand right there. Bottom left corner is the mini map. It turns to which way you're facing, so there's no like north or south kind of deal. Top left is your quests. So this is kind of the start, and we're going to go over what everything does because there is a trash bin and there are recycling bins. We're going to go over all of this. So this game does have awesome tutorials that kind of go into it. So we're going to kind of skip past all this because I've done all this already. But it's saying we need to clean the caravan. So in the top left corner, it's saying, well, we need to collect 11 trash pieces, sweep 7 dirty floors, and wipe 6 windows. So we're going to do this, and we're going to say, okay, well, we're going to do a cleaner. Now, this is where the motion sickness is going to kind of come in a little bit. Usually how you do it, if motion sickness is off, is you wipe back and forth, like this guy right here. But if I just motion sickness on, I could just do this. It's boring as hell. Makes it so much easier because then you're not missing like a streak of something. This can be upgraded later as well. So we're gonna grab all this dirt. All right. And right here also kind of tells you the game guide. This is a guidebook. It tells you literally everything. It has some sort of video tutorial for it. This game is awesome. We're going to talk about this in a second. We're just going to get this cleaned up here. We're going to grab. Cool. Floors are done. I can't jump because of the stupid awning. So this is the recycle thing. So this is going to kind of talk to you about it here. You can recycle trash to collect, and you can actually sell this at the recycling plant. It's super cool how this game does it to where you can make money just on trash. You do not have to chuck it if you do not want to. Now we're going to continue cleaning the floors here. So nice and slow. Now, like I said, I prefer the motion sickness be on. I don't get motion sick, but I definitely don't like wiping. Wiping in this game is not my favorite. I think that's because the sun is setting, to be honest. And that's why the lights are getting all janky-danky. Where's the other dirt? Where's the other dirt? Oh, here it is. Windows are a similar way as well. There's literally a button in here that says window cleaning. Again, originally you'd have to like doink, 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 but now you can just hold left click with motion sickness on. Again, I'm just lazy, but I also don't like having to do that. At least not in the beginning. Later in the game, you probably can because it upgrades how big your thing is. No, I just got an achievement. Clean 50 dirt. Cool. But yeah. So we're going to kind of just keep going. Keep her trucking. Keep her moving. Keep her moving there, guy. There we go.
Hey, hope you're getting used to the city. I talked to some people
Here,
about
now y'all can read it.
job.
Also, let me turn up the audio just a little bit here. And let me I want the car volume to just be down, just because it is loud. Okay, well, whatever. So now what this guy is saying is, okay, well, you need to take your first job, and it says through the mail. A lot of people think it's through the post. No, it's not. Press tab. Tab is going to open up your tablet. Haha, what would you expect? The main things on here is going to be local weather report. This does help you. Your clock. You can have a music player. I'm choosing not to play any because all of this stuff is copyright. Then you have all of these different buttons in here. Mail, skills, cycle, mission, online store, company, property, contracts, taxi, go green, cargo, guidebook, gallery, camera, map, profile. Profile kind of just tells you about your character, your achievements, stuff like that. Your statistics of your Steam character that you're playing on. You can also change your character's name. You can change his color. I'm doing red. You can do all of this very, very easily. Map. Of course, this is the whole thing. Like I said, it's pretty open world. It's a pretty big world. It's not terrible, but it's really nice. This is the recycling facility here, the advanced factory. So you just bring your recyclables there once they're in the box. Camera, of course, you can kind of like, I don't care about that. Gallery. This tells you about the photos you took. Guidebook. Cargo, so this kind of tells you like if you want to do transport missions. I don't do that. Go green also is a very similar one. You kind of just clean up areas, you go recycle everything. Taxi, if you don't have your vehicle with you, you can actually call a taxi for you, and you can click and go to certain areas. Contracts we'll get into later because we have to do that with company. So we do have to eventually create a company. These are properties that you could buy later. Online store, again, you unlock under skills, of which we'll go into in a second, but you can order stuff online, go pick it up, or have it delivered somewhere. Current mission. These are side goals. So as you see here, accept your first mail mission. These will give you a little bit of money as you complete stuff, and it does go all the way down until you purchase your second office. Skills, this is where you're going to level your character up here. So as you see, I don't have any skill points, but you have base skills, so power, speed, handcraft. Tool skills, so this is where everything gets upgraded, like clean area. That relates to speed if you have motion sickness turned on. And then special skills. This is where it's under technology for the online store purchase. You'll want to upgrade here. You can also sweet talk and merchant eyes to get like better stuff, but mail is the next thing. This is Bobby, the weird dude. Now what we're going to do is we're going to learn how to plaster, paint, sweep, collect garbage, clean windows. Just as easy as that. And we have a little tuk-tuk. Love this stupid thing. So we're going to turn on the car. There is an option, of course, to have it on and off, have it auto start and stop. I like manually doing it. Get rid of this thing as soon as possible. That's all I can say. Just get rid of the damn thing. That's it. So we're gonna just kind of keep moving here. We're pretty far. And yes, you can absolutely spill it. And look at the crappy shadows down there. It's funny. Okay. So we've already completed our cycle. Press T, complete. We get money. Now we're gonna shop at the hardware store. And yes, it can stay running too if you don't turn it off. So yada, yada, yada. So the first thing I want to mention is going to be the side object or the mission. So the mission panel tells you everything you need. Collect trash, sweep floors, wipe windows, plaster, paint. One thing I want to mention with this, I don't care about that, is if you press escape, it brings you back to the menu. Doesn't bring you back to the mission. If you go here and you press tab, you can open up to the exact same spot. So we need plaster bucket and paint bucket, and it even tells you the specific paint, chocolate. So right now we currently have a waypoint for the... it's hard to kind of fully tip over, but it still sucks. Like, that's why I said get rid of this stupid thing as soon as possible. All we're going to do is we're going to go here, and we're going to walk into the hardware store. Now, you can pretty much interact with anything, and it opens up the entire store. I always say right off the bat, go to your right, or you can even talk to that guy. I just go to the right. So the first thing that I want to point out is there is a search area, and we're going to do plaster. I always buy one, and then we want paint. This is where it's going to be a little different. It says, whoops, we need paint walls, chocolate. So we're going to grab paint, and it's going to bring up this wonderful screen here. Now, I don't know why it's not showing it. Usually there's a thing here that says, where's beige? I want chocolate. Where's chocolate? Chocolate. I don't know. Usually there's a thing here that tells you, hey, this is what you need. It's like a gold thing. But we're going to buy all of this for 120 bucks. And this is going to kind of go over where to do things with. I'm just going to make it. Come outside. Pick it up with E. Put it in the back of your truck. Stop it. E. Back of truck. And now it will lock itself into there. Just as easy as that. Now, as you see, there is no waypoint back to the house. But you can see where it is with the big M on the map. So you can kind of figure out your way from there. If you really want to, you can go into the map and you can click where you want to go. No problem. So we're going to hop that. Oh, I broke a stop sign. Oh, well. So we're going to stop. And we're going to get out. So, and what's really cool, there is a trunk area. This actually does help when it comes to loading and unloading things, especially in bigger vehicles. We're going to go back here. Yeah, stop it. We'll deal with you in a second, dude. Also, you do have a flashlight if you press F. No, I need to press Q to place. We're going to go grab the plaster. Okay, stop with all the hints. Stop it. Stop with the hints. Hints can be stupid in this game. I will say that hints can be very stupid. We need Q. Place you right there. All right. So we still have our trash from last time. So we're going to collect what we can until we're full up, and we're going to go outside and we're going to dump it in the recycles. So we're just going to wander. Now, as you see, there's a box there. We'll talk about that in a moment too. I'll just keep on trucking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And now we're going to, whoops, we're going to clean the floor. Maybe, very slowly. Now, he doesn't need anything with the floor, and on the left side, you'll see design points, which is optional. We don't care about design points. That's more if you were building your own house. It wants those design points. It wants them to look good. And some missions will require you. You need to complete all design points. Excuse me. But most of the time, you don't need that. And it doesn't give anything extra if you do all the design points. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Keep sweeping. And then we're going to wipe the window because this is a 4-panel window, which is stupid. You have to do each panel separately. Look at my old hand. Look at all those wrinkles for each knuckle. Look at those wrinkles. My ring finger nail is real weird. That's fine, though. The window will be done. Cool. All right. Now, how this game does it is they kind of break it down the tutorial-wise. They start from up here and move down. So plaster is going to be next. So easiest way, select your plaster tool. Also, yeah, light switches do work. You're going to come up to the bucket, and as you see in the bottom right corner, it says take plaster to trowel. You'll left click it. This entire wall is one piece. All you do, again, if you had motion sickness, you had to paint it. I have it off. We just hold left click, and there is a meter at the very top that tells you how much you've done. Just like that. Makes it so easy. Now, the unfortunate part about this is it looks like no matter the wall, if you have motion sickness off, it always has a set amount that it will put on the wall, which I like that. So it looks like we need 4 layers. 2, 3, and this takes 50 per. As you see in the bottom right corner down there, it tells you how much you have. Again, this is all upgradable later. Now, you can also tell I can't plaster this anymore. There's no bar, similar to how this one has it. Now, when I first started playing this game, I was a little bit of a fool. I kind of bought 2 buckets of each. I did not need 2 buckets. 1 bucket is completely enough. I don't think the paint is really needed. Now, if I was to, for whatever reason, get more plaster, I would actually stay with it. I don't care, but we're going to do the same thing with painting. Just left-click it, 50 in the bottom right, and we're going to paint. Now, this does require more paint for sure, but it's still 4. It's still 4. Let me just paint. Oh, see? Now, see, this is why I said it requires a little more paint, because it's stopped by a percentage. So you kind of got to be a little weird with this. But see, that finished itself, and it wasn't 100%, and I still have 1 left over. So it's real weird. I honestly have no idea why the game does it the way it does. I really don't. I think it just miscalculates something, and that's why you have the 1 at the end, and it goes, oh, well, technically it's 100%. Just like that. Now I have 3 left. So it definitely is one of those things where it's kind of like, well, you kind of need to deal with it. But whatever. It's a small bug. I don't mind it all that much. Typically, when you upgrade your paintbrush, you don't even notice it anymore. It's a pretty easy thing to handle. Okay. Keep painting. We're almost done with the stupid thing. Now, as you see up there, there is a scroll wheel. I don't really know how to... I don't know how to scroll on that one. I've always been trying to figure it out. I have to go into here to figure it out, because I don't know how that scroll wheel works. Again, devs, if that's a bug, that would be awesome if you could possibly fix that. If not, that's fine. Like the devs will ever watch my shit. I don't care enough. There. Sorry, I wanted that 5 out of there. It's going to leave my paintbrush with a shit ton on it. There, all done. Now again, if I go back, it's still paint. So what we're going to do is we're going to take all this outside now. If you see in the top left corner, this also kind of brings up the different rooms we walk through. So living room, no missions in this room. Hell, like you go into the bedroom, off library, hallway, like there's no missions. So you can actually find where your mission is just by kind of wandering the house. If you don't know where it is, it's really easy to handle. Now, one thing you got to be mindful of, if you stop this, anything in here just disappears. Don't do that. Take whatever you have in your trash can, pull it out, plop it in here, and then it's going to say, well, there's still some in here. There's a button that says E. You're going to take the trash, put it right back in your bag, and you're going to load this up in your truck. If you don't, it all disappears. So definitely be mindful of that. Now to finish this, all you do is you go up to the mailbox, you press E on it and click finish. Now as you see, 100%, money, experience, fame, all this stuff. You don't really care about the side stuff, the side objectives. And we do the nice, good soup thing here. So we're going to press escape and we have leveled up. So the big thing I always like to do right off the bat is upgrade handcraft, because carrying capacity goes from 1 to 2. That does not mean these. You can still only carry 1 big box, but the small stuff you can carry a lot more of. Hi, Carol. Paint floors, replace flooring, buy furniture, take out old furniture. That's actually a lot. That one's a lot of fun. And we'll go into that one here in a second, but we're going to upgrade the rest of this stuff. So it says, hey, we need paint floors. Typically what I do is I upgrade the paintbrush right away. That's the first thing I do. Now, as you see, it requires 2 SP to upgrade again. And again, in here, special skills, unlock mission needs, 0 to 1. Oh, I see. That's where everything kind of pops up. Okay, that makes more sense. We're just going to click upgrade. Just like that. We're going to go back to the mission. We're going to tab out. And, oh, look, Carol's right next door. We're going to ignore it. So what we're actually going to do is I'm going to bring you to the recycling area. kind of deal with it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to pause. I'm going to drive over there because it does take a hot minute to get over there. I don't want to waste y'all's time. So, because it's right over here and you can't really just get across. There's barriers here. So, I'm going to take a second. I'm going to drive over there. Give me a minute and I'll be right back once I'm there. And we see it from the distance. Look at that. Like I said, my graphics are turned down real low. If they were up, a lot of this stuff gets generated, and I think it's different entities or different things. I don't know. It just causes a lot of lag. I can handle Arc, and it can't handle this game. I don't truly know, but cool. We're at the recycling facility. So, as you see here, there's actually a couple people. There's a person here, and there's a person down here. So, the first thing I want to mention is this guy. You can't talk to him. You can't do jack diddly shit with him. I still have no idea what to do with him. It just talks about the recycling process. This guy, however, you could talk to right out the bat. So we're going to go up to him and his bowl cut, and it's going to say, well, you need some coupons. So the coupons are actually given from these. So this is the recycling area. Match the color to the thing here. We'll do yellow to yellow, gray to gray. All we do then is we go up to these and we press E on them, and it's going to start their processing. Sorry, in my actual world, I have all of these usually. So we're going to kind of just let this happen. So as you see, it's gone, all gone. And yes, you can crouch, press C. But then, it's going to print a coupon. You're going to take it. Please make sure to remember these coupons. If you forget them, that's fine. You can always come back for them later, but these coupons are your money. And as you see in the top left corner, side goal, sell recycled items. We're going to redeem it just like that. And we're going to press T to complete, and we're going to complete. So now it's saying upgrade to scale. We already did that. Now we're on to the next one, which is take out an old piece of furniture. So we're going to go back to Carol's house here. But before I do that, I want to go look at vehicles. I kind of forgot how much the vehicle costs are in the next tier up vehicle, because we need a new vehicle. The Tuk Tuk is amazing at first, but it sucks. So, and yes, you can actually cut through this barrier here if you really wanted to. This place right here, this big place is actually an office building. That's going to be where you do a lot of your stuff. You'll have a storage facility. You have a lot there. Now, it's telling me to cut across the grass here. Sorry, GPS, that's not the way to go. We have to go this way. GPS, there you go. GPS figured it out. Yeah, you can also sell your tuk-tuk. So that's definitely also a big thing you want to deal with as well. So the next one the one I got was this one, because I think this was the cheapest. Yeah, it was not the cheapest. That was 34K. I think this is the next one up. 36. Nope, that was... What's the storage? Okay, so just kind of to show you. Speed, 92. That's miles per hour. Acceleration, 100. Trunk capacity, 22. You want something with a lot of trunk capacity. I think I did this one because 36. You have a lot, and it's 34K for it. You can also get trailers, which hooks up to certain things as well. I believe it hooks up to this as well. I don't know. I know it hooks up to trucks, but let's bring the tuk-tuk over here. And I'll kind of show y'all a little bit of what it will give us to... Whoop. Just gonna go over here. 1,035. So, yeah, we can't really sell it yet. We don't have the money for the other truck. So we're going to deal with Carol's house right quick. We'll get all this done. Typically for Carol or for these, they're going to be easier stuff to deal with. So we'll just kind of get moving, get schmoove it. We're going to schmoove it. She is down there. Okay. Now the tuk-tuk kind of sucks when it comes to this particular mission because there's a lot of stuff you have to take out. But you make money. You make a lot of money on this mission. Kinda. I'm just gonna back her up. Back her up. Back her up. We're gonna park it right there. Now, what I'm gonna do is I am gonna take out the plaster and stop it. I know. Shh. Plaster. Paint. Okay. So we're gonna go inside. Shh. hush. I'm about to turn those off. Look, little kitty door to kind of go into the room. Look how messy this room is. This is, oh, okay, stop. Good God. Ugh. So, the first thing we're going to deal with, missions. Buy furniture, take out furniture, paint the walls, tile the floor. So, the first thing we're going to do is we don't care about the floor currently. We want to take everything out of here. We need to pack everything, and we need to get it packed up. So we're gonna put all this stuff right outside the door. We're gonna take that, and you can stack items as well. It does have an interesting clip mechanic, which allows you to stack items one on top of the other if you really want to, like that. Okay, I don't care about crown molding. I really don't. What? No. I didn't want to sleep in the dirty bed. Oh, that's gross. I didn't know I could do that. Oh. That is so gross. That is so gross. That is so gross. That's fine. Yeah, I'm sure. Did you sleep well in the nasty ass ratty bed? Ugh. It's fine. No. Like that. And we're just going to kind of get all this stuff picked up. Now, there is some things that are not broken. So if you see I hover over it, it says at the bottom, bookshelf cabinet new. Lampshade lighting new. We don't want any of this. So we're just going to kind of put it off to the corner because we're not taking any of the non-broken stuff. Put you here. And we're going to pack you. And we're going to put you here. And we're going to come back in. And we're going to pack you. And we're going to put you here. And we're going to come back out. And we're going to pack you. And we're going to put you over here. And we're going to come back. And we're going to pack you. And we're going to come back out. And we're going to put you here. And we're going to come back in. And we're going to put you out here. And we're going to come back in. And we're going to take you and put you out there. Just like that. That's how easy this is. It's a little tedious sometimes. I mean, it is what it is. I'm not complaining. But we'll do that. Do that. Do this. Look how much stuff I have to pack and get rid of. Now, there is one thing you should be mindful of. If you do take something that is not meant to be taken out, so let's say I was to take the read sign, I have to pay the equivalent value of that sign to the customer. So you can't just go around and steal shit. Sorry, guys. I know, it sucks, but you can't. It's funny. I accidentally did it. That's new, yeah. And we'll take that. And that should be everything out. So I'm going to triple check. Take out. Yep. Look at all that. Cool. So now what we're going to do is, as you saw, I could pick up 2 of these smaller boxes. This is where that 2 comes into handy because these become very tedious to pick up and drag out, especially the big boxes. But when you have a bunch of the smaller ones, it's harder to not necessarily handle, but it's just tedious. It's so tedious. We're going to do that. Nope. Now, technically, there is an easy way to do this. I can't necessarily do that here because the front porch is not really easy to get to. There's a crap ton of shit blocking it. But for right now, we're going to take what we can, we're going to load it up, and we're going to head to the pawn shop. Do that, get in, and now we're going to go to the pawn shop. So the pawn shop is where they will buy any and all old items, whether it be broken, dirty, or any of that shite. So all we're doing is we're going to drive out of here in our shitty little tuk-tuk. Come on. Let's completely tilt it on its face. And what we'll do, is we're going to put it on this piece here. So also the way to do this, you shift left click. Actually, it was a way to do it. Oh, shift E, I'm sorry. No. Oh, shift E, yeah, you can't have a double stack. It's just a single one. And then it automatically takes it and puts it in your hand. But what you'll do is you go up to this guy, and it'll say everything here that he wants to sell, and you can click sell all. We're actually going to wait on that. So give me a minute. I'm going to pause. Sorry about that. I'm going to get everything carried over. I'm going to get stuff done. I don't know why it decided to pause when it did, but it did. I'm going to get everything carried over, and then I'll come back once it's all done, and then I'll show you what it sells for. So give me a minute. All right, we got it loaded up. We're going to go talk to Dumb Boy here. Now, it doesn't tell you how much it's going to sell for, so all you have to do is you just have to kind of, like, judge the number there. But now what we're going to do is we need to go to the furniture store, which is down by... because that's the electronics store. It's down by the hardware store, so over here. We also need to go to the hardware store too, because we need to get paint and plaster and all that BS. But we're gonna go to furniture. No, we're not. Just kidding. No, we're not. Just kidding. We're gonna start here. Turn you off. Go over to here. So what you need: mission needs, Carol, general. Paint bucket color, violet. Give me that. Ah, here we go. So right here, it has a little gold thing here. Buy. Parquet. It says ×1. So what this does, when you see ×1, all it's saying is that you just need one of that box. That's it. You don't need more. You don't need less. It's very easy. It knows how many tiles are in there, and there's 200 tiles per box. So you only needed one. Now, as you see, it is a half box. You saw in the last one, the boxes do stack on top of each other. When it's a quarter box, it'll do the exact same. So the quarter boxes will stack up to 4 quarter boxes per square. So now we're gonna go over to the furniture store. Hello. Mission needs, Carol, bedroom. We need a luxury bed. We're gonna make this as cheap as possible. And do a makeup table. We're gonna do that one. We're going to do a poster. We're going to do that one. We're going to do a guitar. That one. We're going to do ottoman. And it says 1x as well. We're going to do... and as you see here, there is a star value, so luxury points, so 2x. You need to ensure that it matches the 2x. If it does not, you will not complete it. I will do that one. We need 2 nightstands, so we'll do, again, the cheapest. Double blind. We'll do that one. We'll do... oh, man. We need 1 small wardrobe, huh? All those are expensive. You do have some sci-fi stuff before you get into the DLC, which is kind of cool. Large rug. We're going to do... again, they're all the same price, except for when you get down here to these really big-ass ones. And we're going to do a round rug for 30. We have everything. It's all crossed out. We're going to go to cart, buy all. You can also have the option to buy with a loan. So you can't really do that yet until you get your office. So everything is going to be out of your pocket. Everything is going to come out here. So as you see here, 2 quarters and a half. It's beauty. So we're going to pick up 2 of these quarters right here, and we're going to plunk them right on there. Take that, that. Done, done. Oop. Done, done. And then we're taking the big boxes. Now, like I said, you can't stack big boxes. You can't pick up 2 big boxes together. Kind of sucks. But the tuk-tuk can only do 6. As you see, like 6 full squares. So we will have to come back. So give me 2 seconds here. Let me get everything hauled over. This is going to be one more trip after this. And then when we're ready to paint and get the tiles done, I'll come back. We'll get you squared. So give me a minute. All right, we're hauling in the paint now. So the first thing we're going to want to do in this is we have to retile the room. So as you see there, it says floor parquet. We do need to tile it. So what it's wanting us to do is grab out the demolition tool, and it's going to say we need to remove the floor tile. When you do this, it is a 3x3 that it will destroy them in. So make sure to aim for the middle until a little later. Then you'll get a bigger range when you upgrade the demolition tool. But honestly, this is a lot of fun. And, oh, we just upgraded some skills. Go away, map. So we're going to go into here. We're going to save up for technology. Nope. I'm going to do prediction for item value. We're going to upgrade... you know what, screw it, I'll show you demolition power. And then we're going to do, can't do handcraft yet, but we're going to do unpack speed. All right. So I think that's still 3x3. Damn. Right? Yeah, still 3x3. That's fine. I don't mind. I know it can upgrade later. I'm an eager beaver. So all you do is you just kind of get all this knocked up here at this point. And then that's it. Next thing you'll do is you'll grab the tile, and you have to hold this in your hand. Then you press left click, and it starts it. But it's, oh no, it's one tile. No, you don't have to do just one tile. It's kind of nice. You can actually do it like this. Do it just like this. We're going to do that. We're going to do that. Oh. And see how we have 40 left in here? That's per tile. And now we have, I think that says 16. Just like that. So the game knows how much is needed to be able to do stuff. Now we're going to just sit here and paint for a minute. So let's grab the paint. And see, we still have chocolate on here. We're just going to dip it. We no longer have chocolate. We have violet. And we're going to left click. And we paint a little bit faster. We paint a little bit more. Just like that. It's much easier. And our paintbrush doesn't look like a piece of shit anymore. Look how good that is. We're going to do that, and then we're going to go over to this wall. Now, what I recommend doing if you are slightly OCD, I've never been diagnosed with OCD. I swear to God I'm OCD. Just use your paintbrush between walls so that it gives you the most out of your paint can, in my opinion. It's not like it changes anything, but it changes numbers on the paint can. I like divisions by 5s and 2s. Again, I've never been diagnosed, but I more than likely am. I'm not grabbing that. And yeah, this whole wall goes all the way down there to like the cat hole, cat thing, whatever the hell. Do that. And see, this is much faster painting. Nope. Look, there's another cat hole right there, which connects to another room over there. This is so weird. After this, we'll end the episode once we're done with this room, because this shows off quite a lot. Because after this gets into some, not necessarily grindy stuff, but stuff that definitely takes a lot more time to handle, like demolition. You know, maybe I'll show you the demolition. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. We're just going to paint the wall. La la la. Just like that. Okay, we'll grab this, and we'll just chuck it outside. Why not? Put it right there. Now, the dumpster, I want to mention, this is actually what I'm going to do for these. You can just throw it away. So basically, it just destroys them permanently. Items placed in recycling bin can be sold for a profit. These cannot be put in the recycling bin. I'll show you. Can't do it. Nope. So I just kind of chuck them. There's never going to be a time where I'll ever use that plaster I should have kept, but whatever. I don't have the thing. But we're going to be in here. Now it's darker. We're going to turn on a light. Oh my God. So what we're going to do, let me actually put those out here. I'll be nice and I'll build those again. So what you'll do to get this done is you'll press R, and that's going to set up the, actually, because there's blinds. Where are the blinds? Poster, ottoman, large rug, nightstand, double window blinds. Nope. Press R, and it'll get everything set up here. You can actually open and close these blinds. I love how these don't go all the way down. Oh God, that's so awful. But that's what it said it needed. But when you have snap mode turned on, you can actually select, like you could push it against the wall, and it will push it away from the wall just enough to where it actually looks good. So what is this? This is the single bed. So we're going to take the bed, and again, I'm pushing it against the wall, but I don't want that here. I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees. Just like that, I've flipped it. Easy as pie. We need nightstand drawer here. We're going to put the nightstand. We can't really do it as easily with nightstands. I don't know why that's the case. I really don't. Put it right there. And we're going to take the other nightstand, and we're going to go over here. And we're going to, again, manual placement is not my forte. I don't do good with that. What is this? Ottoman. Okay, we're going to save you because I need to put down the stupid makeup table here. Makeup table, give me that. We're going to do that against this wall. And we're going to do the ottoman. We're going to do that right here. God, this looks so ugly. We're going to grab the guitar. We're going to put it right there against the makeup table. We're going to take the large rug. And you know what? Nope, won't make it. That's okay. We'll put the large rug right here. Sure. Why not? Oh, God, that looks awful. Round rug. Put the round rug, I don't know, right there. And then we'll take this, and we'll put the poster, and we'll put the poster right over here because she has like a super crush on some weird anime thing. And then we're going to take this, and we're going to put the lamp. We're going to do it like right. Nope, I liked how it was turned, actually. So we're going to do it like that. What are you? Another lamp. Look at you. Oh, wow. Put this lamp right there. Yeah. So now the mission is complete. Everything is done and crossed off. We're going to go outside, go to the mailbox, and be like, yeah, I want my money. Give me my money. We now have enough money to go get the new freaking vehicle. I'm going to go do that. I don't want to use the recycle bin. Just, I know that I can use that. Thanks. So we're going to go to the mail. And as you see, Bobby's saying, no, not Bobby. Jamie needs some stuff done. So we're going to, oh yeah, we're going to do this one. I need to show you all this. Like I said, this episode is going to be longer just because this one shows a lot of stuff, but we won't go into the demolition or anything like that in this episode. So we're going to finish up the side goal here. Got money. Woo! So we're just going to kind of keep going. Wants me to get a haircut, so whatever. Whatever it be, it do what it do. I'm gonna just keep kind of going here. Go sell the stupid tuk-tuk. God, this thing sucks, dude. It's so bad. I love that it gives you a little tuk-tuk as a starter vehicle, but good lord, does this thing suck. Also, on the right side, there is fuel. You do have to be mindful of fuel usage in this game, and you're driving, because you do have to refuel. We're just gonna left-click it. Left click, done. All right, cool. I completed a sub goal. Don't know which one it was. We're going to do a blue. Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm just going to keep it all white then. We're not going to give it a plate number. 34,000. Yes. Oh, God. 1 day to restock. So you can buy more than one vehicle. Oh, sounds better too. Fuel is low. Yeah. Shh. Fuel in this game is a little interesting as well because there's two different kinds of fuel. There's diesel and then there's unleaded. You actually have to select the right nozzle. I don't remember which one this is. Stop it. Yeah, so you take off the fuel cap. You left click it. Okay, I did do it right. Diesel. And then we just fill it. We're going to piss our paychecks away here. $5 per gallon. That's insane. Why it's so expensive, I don't know. Cool. Put it back. Put it back. Then we put the cap back on. Put the cap back on, please. That's it. Done. So now we're going to go back and we're going to go get this stuff done. So we're going to show you a little bit of assembly. Now, we're not going to get through all of this. I'm going to kind of show you a little bit of it just because this guy does need a lot done. So let's pull, and this thing is so much faster. Oh my God. And I have a bigger bed. I have more storage space. We're going to stop here. Turn it off. Go up to here. So this particular mission, go here. He wants us to do a lot, and this is across the entire house. So bedroom, bathroom, kitchen, bedroom, living room. So living room is going to be replace door. That's this one right here. Stop it. So this is the living room here, and he's saying, well, we need the door replaced. Okay. You can't just take it off, though. So as you see, there's no button here to pack. You actually have to unscrew every single screw. And this is the most tedious, boring part until you can upgrade your stupid screwdriver. Like, seriously, this just sucks so bad. This sucks so bad. Oh, look, all screws are done. I can now pack up the stupid item after I get a normal handout. Oh my god. So we're going to just plunk that there, and we're going to go get a new door. That's it. That's as easy as that. But you have to do it with everything. And everything has a lot of screws. Now, you can sell the doors to the pawn shop, which I actually kind of like. You can get some sort of money off them, but we're going to go over here. We're going to just stop right here. We're going to go in here. We're going to do door. We do mission need. We need living room, door, single exterior. We're just going to do, this one. We're going to give them a nice one with a window. And we're going to buy all. Yep. So glad there's no taxes in this stupid game. Because there's some games where it'll be like, oh, we're going to put these. And they're like, no, leave the taxes out of it. Taxes do not need to be paid in this game. Okay, we're going to go over here. I'm going to park the car, bring it up. We're going to unpack, and we're going to do that. Just like that. Look how freaking easy this is. Now, I don't like that the hinges are like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this, and we're going to... Can I rotate this? I can't? I guess I can't. Oh, cute invert. Here we go. No. Ah. I can. Thank God. Okay. Just because there's no screen door, if somebody's trying to bust in the stupid door, there's no point to have the hinges near the outside. And then you just screw it in. Screw. Screw. Screw it. Screw that. Screw this too. Screw that. Oh my God, I did it! One door took like 5 minutes. I have to do that. Where's the other? I have to do that. I have to do that. I don't think I had to do anything in this one. Nope. It's upstairs. I had to do... There's one somewhere. I have to do that door. I have to get rid of this furniture. I have to do that window. Furniture, get rid of. Like, this game is super... I have to do that one. And that's it. Like, that's going to take so long. So, we're going to end this episode of Solo Bro Review here. So, usually these videos don't take this long. I wanted to give this one a little extra love because this is a fun game. You don't get as much to choose from like you do with House Flipper for furniture and stuff like that. However, this one's a little more in depth with like screwing stuff in. You have recycling. This game's really fun. If you are bored and you just want something to do, you have nothing to do, this game will take up your time. It'll take up so much of your time. Like you could buy plots of land, build your own house. And the building in this game is so insane because you have to go into an architect's table. You then have to draw up the plan, label the rooms. You have to put the windows down. You have to do all of this stuff. And it's so in depth with that. But with that being said, we're not going to see that in this episode. So thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, depending when you're watching this, whether it be the day or night. I hope you all have a good one. Goodbye, everybody.